Okay, we'll finish this topic today. Yeah? There's a last topic here for the Indian geography, that is land, soil, water, natural vegetation, wildlife resources. Eyes on the screen. So first you have land. Land is among the most important natural resources. It covers only about 30% of the total Earth's surface, and all parts of this small percentage are non-habitable. That means it is not fit for living. Next, plains and river valley offer suitable land for agriculture. That's the reason the densely populated cities are situated next to river. How do we use this land here? Land is used for different purposes. The first is agriculture, forestry, mining. Okay, so this is called as blast mining. Okay, so here there will be a mountain, they keep digging and they go inside. Okay, then you have building houses, roads, industries. So these are the common uses of the land. Next, imagine if I look at this picture here. Okay, this picture here. Can you tell me in how many ways I'm using this land? First is for road, then for railways, factories, yes, construction, and if you see little far, we have playground, or you can say agriculture or something like that. Okay. Now look at this, how the land is used in selected countries. This is the list of countries here. Then you have percentage of area, how much they give for crop, then forest or other use. Australia is there, 6 percentage, and India is 57 percentage. That means India is an agriculture economy, right? Next, here India is 4%. That means pasture means grazing field. Then forest we have 22%, little less. The highest is Japan for forest. Next, other uses, Canada. Okay, that means they are industrially developed. Okay. Next, land use, uses of land. We have physical factors, human factors, and ownership of land. In physical factors, we have topography, that is the landforms. Then we have soil, then we have climate, and then we have water. Okay. Now, in human factors, we have population and technology. And ownership of the land, we have private land and the community land. So, we'll see one by one now. The first is topography. Physical factors. Okay, now in plain there will be more settlement. In mountain there will be less settlement. Next, the soil. So where there is alluvial soil, there is more agriculture. Okay, then you have climate. In harsh climate, there will be very less population, and water. Where there is more water, there will be more agriculture and settlement. Okay, so this then you have transport, or the sea routes, industries, minerals. You have mining here, so industry will be here, settlement will be here, countries will develop, right? Then human factors, population, technology. More the technology, the faster a country can develop. Okay, it saves life. Next, you have ownership of the land, private land. Okay, so imagine it's a family and they own a house here on a land by their own. And then you have community land. So this is park. Okay, together like the government maintains it. Next, in foreign countries, you have this kind of land where the cows, they have a special grazing area. Okay, fertile soil, saline soil. So these are all different kind of soil. Okay, so this all is a small story how we use land. Okay, today the vast changes in the land use pattern also reflect the cultural changes in the society. First we were agriculture like economy. Slowly tractors and mechanized agriculture started coming up. Then we turned ourselves into a city, and today we are a metropolitan city. So that is the change in the land here. Next, at the same time, land degradation is happening. That means we are not maintaining proper agriculture activities systems. Okay, We are not doing proper agriculture, using more pesticides, insecticides. Then we have this kind of disasters. Okay, on mountain slopes will bring will build our home. Okay, so it leads to the natural disaster. Then you have soil erosion. If you see, the complete land is like flat, there is no big trees. So this land is used for small crops like paddy or something like that, right? So when there is heavy rain, the soil will wash away. If there is big trees, okay, we can save the soil erosion. So this is called as desertification. Desertification means here I will do agriculture, I will keep doing agriculture. I will use water from the well, from the river, and at one day there is no water. I will leave this land, and this land will become desert. This is called as what, Vivek? This is called as desertification. Okay, next. So these are the problem here: land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, and desertification. So this kind of landslides you will see from this month in Western Ghats. That means in Mangalore area, Ooty area. Okay, Ooty, the train will stop. Stop going there. So look at this. What is happening here? Yes, earthquakes. These are all natural disaster. Correct? Okay. Then what is this? Floods. One of the other disaster here. Next, what is this? Volcanoes. Okay, another disaster. So this is everything happening on land. We have only 30% of land. In that 30%, we have such a disaster, and then we are using for industry. Okay, all these things. See, look at this, how the landslide has taken place, right? See, look at this, how the flood is taking place here. This situation is in Brahmaputra. Okay, this image is from river Brahmaputra. Look at this, how the land is washed away. Okay, so in hilly areas, especially in Himalayas, Uttarakhand and all, you can see aram say this landslide. You have seen the flood, Uttarakhand flood, few years back, right? There was a flood disaster, right? Okay. So mitigation. Mitigation means saving lives. Okay, planning to save lives. So we have different methods. Mapping, with the help of the technology, we are going to map, and construction techniques will be changed. Okay, then forestry things will be developed. Water will be stored in a canal. Okay, afforestation, planting trees. Okay, then land reclamation. Whatever land we have lost in flood, that will be reclaimed once again, changing the direction of the river. Then we should not use more chemical pesticide. Okay, regulating means making a law, rules and regulation. Government will make a law not to make use of chemical pesticides and insecticides. Overgrazing. Overgrazing means, imagine this area only 50 sheep can graze, they can eat grass. But if I put 100 sheep, then what will happen? Yeah, the complete land will go barren. Okay, and it will take time for the grass to grow, right? So what happens, we have to stop overgrazing. We should have a limited planning. So in Western countries, they plan one area, they will grow grass, other area grazing will go on. But in India, it's not like that. Okay, we don't have planning here. Next, soil. The thin layer of grainy substance covering the surface of the earth is called as soil. It is closely linked to land. The landforms determines the type of soil. So this is how the top thing, can you see this wala, this brown thing, right? This is called as soil, and here soil is rich in humus. That means elements which is required for the growth of plant. Okay, so this is weathered rock, and the last one is parent rock. Now in parent rock we have three rocks: igneous rock, metamorphic rock, sedimentary rock. So this rock, this is the parent rock. It becomes little granular, again it becomes fine granular, and this becomes soil. And on this only we have growth of plants. Okay. So look at this. You have soil, organic matter I'm going to mix with it. Then we have minerals, we get minerals from it, weathered rocks. Okay, so now look at this, what is happening here. Once upon a time, here there is a mountain, and snow is there here. During summertime, the snow is melting and the river is flowing. During rainy season, what happens? There is rain and again the river is flowing. So continuously this river is flowing. So what happens to these rocks here? These rocks will break into pieces. And that small pieces of rocks, that is pebbles, will become soil, fine soil. And that soil will be taken into the delta regions or the plain regions. Okay. So look at this. This becomes a fine soil. Okay, organic matter, we can have agriculture. Okay, look at this now. Factors of soil formation. The first one is parent rock. Okay, the color, the texture, the chemical properties, mineral content, everything depends on the parent rock. So the rock, this is mountain and the rock look like this, and in center the rock is disappeared because of weathering. Because of what? Weathering. Now rain, wind, sunlight, these are all the factors of weathering. Okay, look at this. Climate also matters. If the climate is very high or the rainfall is very high, the stones will break. Okay, so look at this, how fine small soil you can find it here. Okay, next, relief, altitude means height. Okay, the slope also determines the texture of this soil. Next, flora and fauna, that means plants and animal, they also determine the types of soil. Okay, and then you have time. Okay, how much time we have, we got this soil, like more the time, better the soil condition. Okay, otherwise it is small rocks. So this we have seen now. Okay, next, degradation of soil. Okay, soil erosion and depletion are the major threat to soil at resources, and this is called as degradation. So this is called as overgrazing. Can you see this now here? In a small area, so many cows are grazing. So the next day, these cows will be hungry. Otherwise, it is difficult in the cattle industry. Using over pesticides of chemical and pesticides are one reason. Then rain wash. Okay, you have seen this kind of situation. Now agriculture, plantation is done, due to more rain, everything wash away. Okay, so this is called as rain wash. Landslides, once again this is flood. Now how to save this? Okay, soil conservation measure, how to save it? Mulching. This is your examination question, write down. What is mulching? mulching. mulching, mulching. Ready? Okay, look at this. The bare ground between plant is covered with a layer of organic matter. You can see a plant here. Okay, and here you can see a ground. In between this plant and ground, can you see this brown color thing? Okay, I am covering this with straw. Straw means dry grass, then cow dung, okay, something like that. Then clay. I take that, I make it a paste, and I cover the tree here. So the tree will also be safe, the ground will also be safe. This is called as which method here? Mulching. Okay, so look at this, how the straws are covering this plant. Do you understand? Now why this straw is used? Because when the sunlight falls on this plant, okay, from the ground the water will not evaporate. Even if the water is evaporating, the straw will stop it, and the water will go to the plants once again. Okay, so they will ask you this question, why mulching is important? Okay, it helps in retaining what? Moisture. What is the point written there? It helps in retaining moisture. Okay, next, have you seen this kind of agriculture anywhere? Okay, so this is called as contour barriers. What is this here? Okay, look here now, everyone. So here you can see a grill, a steel, compound kind of thing. Here you have a compound kind of thing. Here you have compound. So this is the slope. I am coming from top and I am going down. This is the slope. Now what happens during rainy season? If there is more rain here, this soil will go down. This soil will go down. This soil will go down. And at that year, it will get accumulated. It will not wash away. It will stop here. Do you understand? The soil will run and it will stop. Again, it will run, it will stop. So this is called as contour barriers. Do you understand? So the stones, grasses, soil are used to build the barrier along the contours. Next, you have trenches. So this is common in Indian agriculture system, right? What is this here? Trenches are made. See, in between you have this water going thing, right? This is called as trench. On both side the water is collected here in this trench. Do you understand? Okay, so this is called trenches. Next, you have rock dams. Okay, so there is a river. Naturally what I do, I keep putting rocks in the path of the river, so this becomes a dam, a small rock dam. Do you understand? Have you heard about a person called as Anna Hazare? Anna Hazare, right? He did this kind of techniques in his village. And the village which was dry, it lies in rain shadow region. Because of this, Anna Hazare, the village started doing agriculture because of this technique, and he becomes the world's famous man. Okay, so look at this. So rock dam, okay, this kind of slides can be stopped. समझ में आया? So this is the soil conservation. Then have you seen this kind of agriculture? Tea plantation, you have seen it, right? So this is called as terrace farming. क्या है ये? Terrace farming. So these are made on the steep slope so that the flat surface are available to grow the crops. Okay, so you can write down terrace farming in steep slopes. Tea and coffee cultivation. Terrace farming in steep slopes. Terrace farming in steep slopes in terrace farming in steep slopes to grow crops like tea and coffee. They reduce the surface runoff and the soil erosion. They look at this, the second point. They reduce the surface runoff and the soil erosion. Okay, next, intercropping. So here you can see this is a kind of a crop. This crop and this crop is same, and in center we have a different crop. Can you see this? Right? So this is called as intercropping. Okay, दो crop के बीच में अलग crop रखेंगे so that the soil nutrient will be saved, and if there is a small space we can utilize that space also. This is a small example. Now here in Karnataka, if you see how the Karnataka farmers they do agriculture, they have coconut farm, and there is a rule. What is the distance between one coconut tree and other coconut tree? Are they keeping always close or away? Away. Why? The root should grow then. What about the branches? Yes, branches should also grow. Then only you will have good coconuts, right? So minimum the distance is like near about 7 feet or 8 feet. Okay, between two coconut tree there should be 7 feet or 8 tree. And here imagine this is the coconut tree. Here the leaves will be like this. Here the branches will be like this. And here there is a small gap. Okay. So what the Karnataka farmers they do, between two coconut tree they will plant one areca nut tree. Betel nut. Have you heard betel nut? They'll plant like this. That betel nut goes straight and it has a very small leaves. Okay. So they do intercropping. That means when coconut crop is failed, it will be helping you in the areca nut farming. Okay. So look at this. This is called as counter farming. So look at this how the land is here in the shape of rectangle, but they have done in a different shape. The croppings are done in a different shape. So because of this what happens, the soil will not erode away. Then you have seen in the corners of this land here you have tree plantation. Have you seen it? Okay, so this is called as what? Contour plowing. Okay, so what is written there here? Plowing parallel to the contours of a hill slope to form a natural barrier for water flow down the slope is called as contour farming. Shelter belts. Can you see these trees here? Yes. So here there is agriculture and these trees are planted. This is called as belts. Okay. Now look at this activity. Here there is a activity. Just check it, both the activities, and tell me what will save soil erosion. Imagine this is a tray and there is a soil and this is the tub I am taking. Okay, and I am just pouring water. Okay, so what will happen now? Tell me. Okay, so the water is getting filled and the soil is going to come down. Yes or no? It will be little rapid. Next, I take a tray and the same soil, and now it has green plantation. It is covered with plantation. Okay, and now I have a tub and now I have water. Now I pour. Now what will happen? Yes, water will come, little bit of soil will come. So what happens? Can I say here soil erosion is less and here soil erosion is more? Okay, so why here soil erosion is less? Because of the plantation. So you have to plant some trees. Okay, trees or grass or something like that. Okay, now look at this. So after soil we have water. Water is a vital renewable natural resources. It is therefore appropriately called a water planet. Okay, it was in the primitive ocean that 3.5 billion years back. Okay, even today ocean is supporting so many fishes, living beings, right? Can you tell me which fish is this? Which fish is this? Yes. Have you heard this stingray? Yeah. Okay, tell me one incident. Stingray has killed one, legend. Yes, Steve Irwin. How many of you know Steve Irwin from Australia? Right? Okay, just go and check it. Next, the ocean water is, however, saline. Saline means salty. What is the meaning of saline here? Salty and not fit for the human consumption. Yesterday there was a doubt by a student. Sir, the rainwater is not salty. The river water is not salty. The river water is going and mixing with the sea and ocean. But why the sea and ocean water is salty? क्या करेंगे? हम्म? टाटा नमक, देश का नमक पूरा समुद्र में है, क्या करेंगे? Yes. Why? Do you understand the question? Okay, when you see the rain water, it is not salty. The river water, that is also not salty. But the same river water, the same rain goes and mix with the ocean here, but the ocean water is very salty. Why? Any idea? Okay, remember the ocean has more depth, yes or no? Ocean and sea has more depth. So the rocks inside, okay, inside this sea and ocean, they have salts of magnesium and calcium. Salts of what? Salts of magnesium and calcium. So that gives salinity to the seawater. Sodium is also there, chlorine is also there, but the salts of sodium, magnesium and calcium, that makes this seawater very salty. So when there is sunlight, only the H2O, the water will go up, rest everything, and salt, MgCl2, everything will stay back. Do you understand? Okay, so fresh water in the earth is only 2.7%. Nearly 70% of this occurs in ice sheets. Okay, it is covered with ice in Antarctica, in Greenland regions. Okay, so here you can see Antarctica. Fresh water is made into ice here now. Then you have Greenland. Okay, then we cannot make use of this water here, because imagine if here in Bangalore I am thirsty, I have to go to Greenland. Not possible, right? It is in an unknown place. Next, only 1% of the fresh water is available for the human use. Only 1%. And in that 1%, what we are doing? Building roads, building buildings, okay, then washing utensils, okay, washing clothes, so many things. Now imagine, this is groundwater. Yesterday I told you which state in India is rank 1 in groundwater? Tamil Nadu. And then you remember this also, Tamil Nadu is also rank 1 in wind energy. In which energy? Wind energy. Wind turbine is maximum in Tamil Nadu. Okay, now look at this now. So groundwater you have understood? Okay? अभी इधर देखो सब लोग आगे. You have surface water. The water will keep flowing on the surface. This is of no use. Surface water is of no use because it is running. Okay, it runs and goes and meet with the sea or ocean. So there is no point. So I have to save it and make use of it. Next, some of the water it change into water vapor and it becomes cloud. Okay, so here water can neither be added nor be subtracted from the earth. Did you understand this? Can I add more water in earth? Can I remove some water from earth? No. Okay, look at this. Its total volume remains constant. How? So here imagine it is raining, it falls on mountain, it becomes a river, it goes and meets the sea. Again here the sunlight is falling, it evaporates, it goes up, it becomes cloud, and this is called as water cycle, and the volume remains the same. The volume of water remains the same. Did you all understand? Okay. So we cannot bring more water or we cannot remove some water, and that's the reason the humans here on this earth, they are searching water in Mars, they are searching water in moon. You understand? Chandrayaan went to moon, right? Okay, why we went? Because we have to check whether there is water present on the moon. Okay, so look at this. This is called as water cycle. Okay, so the humans we are the one who use water too much for the production. Then here we have washing. Okay, then for thermal power industries. Then look at this agriculture systems here. Okay, then industries. Okay, then generating electricity in dams. So this is how we humans are using the 1% fresh water available on this earth. Then there is problem also, water pollution, and then here you have drying up the water sources. Some days back in WhatsApp I sent you one video. Okay, BBC ka video bheja tha, right? How the people in Maharashtra, the women, they are getting down in the well and trying to take. Look at this. समझ में आ रहा है? So this is the scenario from the month of March to June in North India. You understand? In North India, and here we have here in the city like Bangalore, I have seen some people. They will bring their 3 cars. They'll switch on the motor and they'll wash their cars. Okay, पूरा मोटर लगा के टायर में और कल्लू माटे गए, a small stone is stuck up in the tire. So they will switch on that water and they'll keep hitting on that stone. Okay, kallu vara varaikum adipanga and thanni vachi. Okay, so I, imagine if you give one pot of water to these people, okay, their life will be saved. You understand? So this is how you should have develop a habit of in home or anywhere to save all these resources. अभी इंस्टीट्यूट रहने दो, तुम्हारा घर रहने दो, या फिर ऑफिस रहने दो, कहीं भी, ओके, ट्राई टू डेवलप दिस हैबिट ऑफ सेविंग वाटर, सेविंग इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, और डूइंग एनीथिंग. अभी पेपर है, आई हैव सीन चॉकलेट विकलेट खाते हैं, पेपर है नो, दे विल थ्रो डाउन. ओके, सो ये सब बैड हैबिट है, दिस इज नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प यू आउट इन फ्यूचर. ठीक है? हैव यू सीन जैकी चैन? ओके, व्हाट हैपेंड ड्यूरिंग द रिलीज ऑफ दशावतारम? हैव यू सीन व्हाई पीपल एडमायर जैकी चैन? Yeah, I'll show you one video after the class. What happened? Kamal Hassan called Jackie Chan for the opening of the movie. Okay, and Jackie Chan is coming, and the Hollywood superstar is coming, and everyone is sitting on the no chair. आगे बड़ा बड़ा table रखा हुआ है, roses and all these things, and Jackie Chan is looking down there. Commentary is going on, people are shouting, flashlights are going on, camera, everything is going on, media, newspaper, everyone. But Jackie Chan is looking down there on the stage. Okay, then he got up. Kamal Hassan is here. He went there, and on that stage, someone has put some paper. मतलब कुछ खाया, something they ate, and they by mistake they put it on the stage. He took that, and now he's searching for dustbin. He didn't get. He kept it in his pocket, and then he came and sat with Kamal Hassan. Okay, Kamal Hassan thought something happened to him. Then he also got up. Then, this is how the things are there in this kind of people. Small things. Even in SSB, they are going to check small things. For example, your nails. Okay, they will ask you. GTO will come and ask, show me your nails. Now, imagine if you show your nails and it is a long nail here. Okay, lamba nail. Girls, they keep it long nails. Rejected. Okay, then boys. Okay, the GTO will come and they will ask, select karna. Imagine they want to select. Come here. Now you will go. They'll just touch your skin. Okay, and if they find that you have trimmed, you are not shaved, rejected. ट्रिमिंग किया तो रिजेक्शन है, समझ में आ रहा है? ओके, सो ये सब छोटा छोटा चीज है. नेक्स्ट, देयर आर सम पीपल हु विल नॉट टेक बाथ. Okay, winter season in the month of November, December in Bhopal, Kapurthala, the water will get over in SSB between 4:30. So you have to get up at 3:30 in the morning, and before 4:30 you have to take bath. There is no geyser, there is no electric anything, gas stove, nothing. You have to take bath in cold water. So first 20 minutes you are going to open the tap, water will fill, and you have to do like this. Garam karna hai pani ko. Right? You will do some experiments, right? Okay. सो होता क्या है, जस्ट जाओ, 3 2 1 भगवान का नाम ले लो, फटाफट डालो पानी और आ जाओ बाहर. ओके, देन ओनली यू विल गेट फ्रेश अप, बिकॉज देर आर सम पीपल हु विल नॉट टेक बाथ. ओके, सो क्या करेंगे, खाली फेस वॉश करके आएंगे. ओके, खाली फेस वॉश करके एकदम मस्त से पाउडर लगा के, ओके, दे विल कम आउट. यू कैन नॉट रिकॉग्नाइज वेदर दे आर बाथिंग और नॉट बाथिंग, बट पीपल कैन इजीली मेक इट आउट. ओके, एक स्वेट रहेगा, एक लेजीनेस रहेगा, नींद आएगा. ओके, then there are some habits that you have to develop. Childhood में जो बताया था, you have to go to washroom at this time. Okay, brush your teeth properly. Okay, sleep regularly. Okay, ये सब आदत होगा तब आप आगे बढ़ोगे. Okay, so if you want to help this kind of people, save electricity, save water everywhere, not only in your home, everywhere. ठीक है? Look at this here, the demand for the food and the cash crop. Imagine there is a farmer. Just now in the news bulletin, they told MSP is increased. MSP means what? Yeah. Minimum support price. Imagine a farmer is planting a crop. The rain failed. Now his crop is lost. So what the government will say? Don't worry, I will support you with minimum price. You have less price, you less cultivation, or you have more cultivation, I will support you with the minimum support price. That is MSP. And this year Kharif season is going to start, that is rainy season. So the Kharif crops will have more MSP. Okay, that means even if the crop fails, there is less production, the farmers will get more money. Understood? So now imagine a farmer is getting some money with producing rice, wheat, jawar, bajra, maize, something like that. And on the other side, there is cash crop. For example, making jute, okay, jute or etc. If he is getting more profit, he will directly go to which crop here? cash crop. Do you understand? Now slowly what is happening in India? Okay, increasing urbanization. So imagine if so many buildings are there. Okay, we require water in every household. So imagine how much water is required here. Okay, remember one thing, the definition of the village is, in a village there will be maximum 5,000 people. How many? In a village there will be 5,000 people. Now let us talk about Jalali. If you go towards Jalali cross, on right side there is one building, Vaishnavi Towers. Okay, if you go towards Abhigare there is another tower. So if you consider these two buildings, in this two building itself the population is 5,000. Do you understand? In this two building itself the population is how much? 5,000. So imagine the Bangalore BBMP municipality, they have to give water for 10,000 people every day. Okay, and every household has a washing machine. Correct? So the village population includes only humans, not cattle, dogs. But here in city, what happens? Father will be there, mother will be there, son will be there, daughter will be there, and they will have one dog also. Correct? So dog को भी नहलाना है, dog को भी ये सब करना है, right? So this is what water. Resources are very very important. Next, the rising living standards of the people. Okay, now what is happening? Every building they are using AC. You go to any shopping mall, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. This is the basic thing you have heard. So when you pass from a building, you will feel very hot. Just look towards it. It may be a big shopping mall. Okay, it may be some big jewelry shop. Okay, now you just enter that jewelry shop or enter that shopping mall. How will you feel? Cold. Why? Because the heat inside is taken out and thrown outside. बाहर के लोग, you do anything, but I want my house or my shop to be very cold. So this is what is happening. No. So the jungles, that is concrete jungles, that is city, is increasing day by day. Next, the problems of water availability. Okay, how many of you seen King? No, Lion King movie? उसमें ये scene आता है, right? Okay, fine. So imagine that scene here. There is very less water around the world. Okay, the world is facing shortage, climatic conditions, especially South Asia, and the population in India is very high. Okay, the government is not disclosing the number. Okay, because the Western countries will stop giving us financial aid. Okay, so because of Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, and all these rivers, we are surviving, and because of monsoon rain India is surviving. Okay, otherwise it's very difficult. Just if you see in West Asia there is no river. Okay, so remember that. Africa continent, South America, so these are all the places. Water crisis. So water contamination, we have water but it is not fit to drink. Okay, next, over exploitation. Okay, how many of you have undergone this kind of situation? Nahi, right? Okay, this is the situation of every person in Maharashtra. You go and ask Sachin. Sachin was there, right? Okay, so he used to say, "Sir, मेरे घर में ऐसा situation है." समझ में आ रहा है? So तब जाके उसको खाने का value. He knows what is the value of food. He knows what is the value of paying the rent or the fees or what it is. Okay, he never missed any class. He cracked Agnipath. ओके, ही केम फॉर एनडीए, बट एनडीए लेवल का उनका बेसिक स्टार्टिंग से नहीं था, बट फिर भी अग्निपथ उनका हो गया. ठीक है, अभी व्हाट व्हाई आई एम ट्राइंग टू से दिस काइंड ऑफ पीपल ओनली विल अचीव समथिंग बिग इन देयर लाइफ. ओके, हमारे इधर क्या होता है, एक्वागार्ड, केंट प्यूरिफायर, करेक्ट? नो, वी आर हैविंग व्हाट, हेमा मालिनी इन आवर किचन, केंट प्यूरिफायर. So we don't feel that pain. Next, conservation of water resources. Got it? We have to save all these water resources here. Look at this. Okay, so all the rivers are getting polluted, all the dead bodies are thrown. Okay, what happened during COVID time? The government made a strict rule that the COVID dead bodies should be burned. Okay, your religious rights are going to be cancelled. Now imagine you are a Muslim and you say that I want to bury my the body. Not permitted, because the body is having virus. The virus can be killed only after burning. Okay, so this is biology, basic biology. And what our Hindus did in Ganga, without informing government, they started throwing the bodies in Ganga river. Okay, the bodies which were suffering from COVID, they started throwing in Ganga river, and the bodies started going in Bangladesh. Okay, and now Bangladesh people are telling India, why you are spreading COVID in our country? Okay, and there was a big dispute, and then the government, India government, what they did on River Ganga, they started making fish nets are there, no big fish nets. They just stopped it, and 89 dead bodies were recovered. 89. Okay, and near this Kashi and all these places, people even today they follow cannibalism. Okay, when I deal with the Hinduism, that is Shivaism. Okay, we have Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, right? So in Mahesh we have three avatars. That is Shiva has three avatars. The last avatar is like the ferocious, you know. So that avatar, if you want to please him, you have to eat dead bodies. Okay, have you heard Naga sadhus? Okay, you should never mess up with Naga sadhus because they will never listen. Okay, so here even now, if you see some person having a bag, having a big jada mudi, we say no jada mudi, right? Hairs. If they're walking on the street, don't disturb them because they in their life they have taken a promise. I will go by foot all over India, and I will. There in their bag there will be a skull, human skull, and they will collect it from this kind of place. Understood? The first criteria is okay. I'll just tell now itself. नहीं तो छूट जाएगा. Imagine I want to become a Naga sadhu. Okay. So what is the eligibility criteria? It is easy to crack NDA rather than becoming Naga sadhus. Okay. Now, for example, I want to become Naga sadhu. I went to Kashi. The first rule is that you have to wait for Amavasya, and on Amavasya many people they die. This happens because of the gravitation force of the moon and earth. Many people they die. There is fluctuation in the blood pressure, and many they die due to heart attack. So, and Hinduism, what they do, they will throw the body in the Ganga river. So I have to wait for a body to come, and God will answer my prayer. Imagine a body is coming, I will catch that body, I'll behead that head, I will take that head, I will remove the skin, I will remove everything, and the skull I'm going to wash it. Okay, I'll wash it completely, and that is my cup. So usi mein nata dhota sukata. Okay, so now what I do, I take it in my bag, and I start going towards all the Shiva temples in India. And important Shiva temples are Rameshwaram, then Kamakya in Assam, then you have Kedarnath, Amarnath, and then in Gujarat, okay, Trimbakeshwar. Okay, so these 5 6 spots you have to see. And when I am walking on this road, I should not eat any bakery items or any cooked food. Whatever is lying on the street, Vivek, whatever is lying on the street, I should eat it. Imagine I am hungry, I saw one dead dog, eat it. Okay, imagine I'm walking, I'm very hungry. There is a garbage heap there, and some rotted bread is there, rotted mutton is there, eat it. That is how you have to survive. Okay, then you have to go, and after having the complete round all over India, then go to this Kashi, this place, and at one Amavasya, you have to take another dead body, sit on that. Okay, then you have to pray to the God, and now you will visualize that He is coming and talking to you. At that time, you have to please Him. So you're going to cut the limbs of that body, and you're going to eat it raw. You're going to eat it raw. So when you do this, then you please Him. So God will have mercy on it. This is another fact, another phase of Hinduism. Do you all understand? ऐसे भी चलता है. And we have lady nagas also. It's not like only males. We have females also. We have a documentary in YouTube. But if you see that for another 2 days, you will not sleep. Okay, so that's the reason I don't show here. So look at this, dead bodies of animals have been thrown. Okay, now look at this sewage water. Okay, agriculture chemicals, industrial effluents, everything is mixed up. And now there is a serious problem. I think, I don't know how many of you seen one video of MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni is telling that, okay, see, he is a real leader actually in all sphere, not only in sport. One question was asked to MS Dhoni in press conference. What do you think about electric vehicles? It is going to reduce the global warming and pollution. So what he is telling, it is not about using electric vehicles. It is about how we produce electricity. Imagine. Now, in order to meet the demand of electricity, you are using thermal power plants. You are using coal plant where the river water is used. What is the use? Do you understand? Next, imagine you have battery car or battery bike. So every 6 months or 1 year, you are going to recharge your battery. In battery, which acid is there? Sulfuric acid. Which acid is that? Sulfuric acid. Now, if you go to the battery shop, the battery guy he will throw that acid and put new. Then only the battery will recharge. Correct? No. So now the question is, the old acid is going to be thrown. Ultimately, where it will be mixing? In rivers, ocean. So what is going to be the next trouble here, the next challenge? Acid pollution. You understand? So this is what is happening. We don't have, see, the world is aiming towards reducing the global warming, but what about water pollution? What about soil pollution? No one is talking that. So the leader who has this kind of forecast is the real leader. So even in SSB, if you go anywhere, okay, in GD or something like that, you have to put these points. It's good that the government is trying to promote electricity, electric vehicles, but the question is, how are we going to produce electricity and how are we going to dispose this electrodes and the sulfuric acids and all these things. So some of the pesticides will pollute. Okay, now look at this, the water pollution in cities. Okay, this is water treatment plant. Okay, then in order to reduce it, we have sprinkle irrigation. How many of you came to Kaban Park with us few days back? So when we were playing, have you seen this sprinkle irrigation in Kaban Park? Right? Okay. So this is called as sprinkle irrigation. Okay. Then in dry regions we have this, and nowadays this is common. All farmers they are using it. Nowadays it's very common. Now next, natural vegetation. Okay, we have lithosphere here down. Okay, look at this. This is lithosphere. This is hydrosphere. This is atmosphere. Adding all this thing, I call it as biosphere. What is this here? Biosphere. Do you all understand? Atmosphere means air. Hydrosphere. Hydro means water. Lith means rock. Lithosphere. You understand? Okay. So this is how the biosphere looks like. ठीक है? You call ma'am. पीछे से ma'am को बुलाओ. Okay, so this is how the looks like. And what is this here? Yeah, which animal is this? Okay, yesterday I asked you one question. Which male elephant is running amok in Wayanad? Yes, Ari Komban. Yes, Ari Komban. Remember that. See, sometimes in in SSB they will give you this image. So what story will you write on this? Tell me. Imagine there is an only this is the image. What story you will write on it? Hmm. Yeah, coming for drinking water, then it played in water, swimming kiya, chala gaya. I am not asking to describe. Remember, this is PPDT. Perceive. What do you perceive? Okay, what do you perceive? What do you imagine? See, your hero is not necessary that he is here inside. वो बाहर भी हो सकता है. He can be anyone else outside. You understand? So you can imagine that your hero is not here. Your hero is somewhere else. Okay, so that is how you can bring a story. Now for example, you can say the government of Assam was facing a problem of killing of elephants, smuggling of the teeth. So the government of Assam was confused. So one scientist named dash dash dash, he started doing radio collar. Have you seen radio collar? Okay, chip hota hai na. So chip laga diya har ek animals mein and they are tracking it. So here you can see, okay, the elephants are safe. Okay, something like that. Bring imaginary story. 90% of the paper will write this only. There was one elephant, and elephant had a baby elephant. Another baby was drinking water, and suddenly the small baby elephant fell in water. So the father elephant came and it saved. Okay, this is what, because we watch this kind of video in YouTube and TikTok, right? You just scroll, this kind of animal videos will come, but you want some imagination, creativity. समझ में आ रहा है? Next, use of plants in forest. You have timber. Okay, then giving shelter to animals. Then you have oxygen. Okay, growing crops. These are all stories you can write, but I will be teaching you only from the exam perspective. Okay, this is which fruit here? Orange. Which place in India is famous for orange? Nagpur. Okay, what is this here? Yeah, kaju. English में बोलो ना. Cashew nut. Okay, cashew nut is a nut. True or false? Cashew nut is a nut. True or false? Groundnut is a nut. True or false? Groundnut is a nut. True or false? Find out. Take it down. Graduates. Education. Right? Write down. You will today by break time. Not. I will not give you much time because every time I give so many questions and you forget it. Okay. That's why I have to repeat in every class. Okay. Today by 5:30 you are going to tell me groundnut is a nut, yes or no. You have to check it wherever you check, internet or Google or anywhere. Cashew nut is a nut, true or false? ठीक है, चलो, we'll see. Then this is latex. You can see some trees like this, and you have to cut, and you can see some white color milky thing coming out, and this is called as latex in English. And if I use this latex, if I do vulcanization process, remember, if I do vulcanization process with the help of sulfur, I get rubber. So in India we have Kerala. Kerala is rank 1 in the production of rubber. Okay. So what is the data I gave you now here? Tell me. Which state in India is rank 1 in rubber production? Kerala. Now, if the question in your examination is like this, okay, the rubber crop or the rubber plant grows in which of the following condition? Okay, which of the following condition? The temperature should be very high, the temperature should be very low, there should be heavy rainfall, or there should be no rainfall. Heavy rainfall. Why you say so? That's it. This is how you are going to use the mind. समझ में आया? No textbooks will put everything in one single book. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. I'll tell you one story about what happened with Kerala and this Nagaland and all these people. Okay, the Kerala farmers, those who have this rubber plant, they were very lazy. Okay, they were very lazy. So what they did, they called people from Meghalaya, Assam, all those places. Okay, so they came here. Assam people, they came here. Meghalaya people, they came here and they started working. 3 years, 5 years, 10 years went down, and when they go back home, when the Assam workers, when they are going back home, they started taking the rubber crop in their bag, and now they started planting in their home in Assam. Now what is happening? They are calling, they are telling their boss, I resign because I started my own rubber plant here. Okay, ऐसा हो गया अभी, उल्टा हो गया, ठीक है? Mokshit, look here now. Turpentine oil, then you have gum, okay, then medicinal plants, then paper, uses of the forest, then wildlife includes animals, then you have birds, insects, okay, then you have aquatic life forms. So now they provide us milk. Yes, sab story hai. Okay, no need. Okay, which wool is famous in Kashmir? Which wool is famous in Kashmir? Pashmina. Okay, so pashmina is from which animal? Sheep or yak? Sheep or yak? It is from sheep. Okay, it is not from yak. Okay, next you have hides here. Okay, what is the use of this hides? Hide means what? Skin of goat. Okay, now tell me, what is the use of these hides? Yeah, winter clothes. Correct? So you have bees here. Okay, honey bee. Next you have, they feed on insects. So this is what I was talking about. So what is this word here? Scavengers. Yesterday I told about the scavenger. Okay, so give me one example of a scavenger which you have permission to kill. Crow. Then you have wild boar. Okay, so sometimes what the government will do, they will declare some animal as vermin or scavenger. That time you can kill. You understand? So look at this now. This is giraffe. Natural vegetation. This yesterday we have seen it. Equatorial forest. Right? Tundra means cold areas. Scrubs, that is bushes, will be there. Grasslands and forest, evergreen forest. Okay, so this all we have seen yesterday. है ना? Cactus, tundra region, alpine forest, deciduous forest. Okay, so this is how now the world looks like. Okay, the population. Next, in order to meet their demand, we have to sacrifice all these things. Okay, tell me how many people died in the earthquake in Syria and Turkey recently? Turkey and Syria saw a deadliest earthquake, no, recently. Okay, how many people died? Okay, see, I told you in two building here in Jalali, how what is the population? 10,000 you consider, right? So there what happened, 5 to 6 apartments at one go it started collapsing. So in one single minute 40,000 people died. 40,000 people died. Understood? So that is how, that is what is happening all over the world. Now look at this. Wildlife, forest is our wealth. Okay. So which is this animal here? Okay, single horn or double horn? Double horn. So which continent this is found? Africa. Okay. So what is this animal here? Leopard. Next. Yes, gorilla. What is the difference between gorilla, chimpanzee, orangutan, monkey, langur, langur? Yes. Hmm. Chimpanzee is more developed than gorilla in terms of what? Intellect or physic? Okay. Then anything else? Gorilla and chimpanzees are more aggressive. Okay, next. Anything else? बस इतना ही. Gorilla stands on. Okay, हाँ, okay. Bend होता है. Okay, next. बस इतना ही. Okay. Suppose if I consider gorilla, chimpanzee, monkey, orangutan, all these no ape species, which is very close to human, which is very close to human. Hmm? No, answer is orangutan. Okay, orangutan. So if sometimes if someone says you orangutan, that means you are almost equal to monkey, and that is brown color. Have you seen? Brown color with long face. Okay, the intelligence, whatever intelligence we have, and in some zoo, what they did, they taught addition and subtraction. Okay, they started teaching addition and subtraction to one orangutan monkey, and it did correctly. Okay, so that is the intellect. The first difference between all these things are monkeys will have tail and these animals will not have tail. Chimpanzee will not have tail. Gorilla will not have tail. Orangutan will not have tail, but monkeys will have tail. You understand? Okay, next, gorillas will sleep 12 hours a day. Orangutan will sleep 14 hours a day. Do you understand? So this is what the see this is orangutan. So this is equal to human. Okay, so maybe our childhood photo, right? Okay, fine. So this is all deforestation. Okay, so soil erosion happening here, industrial development, forest fire. Okay, tsunami we have. Tsunami is which word? Which language? It is a Japanese word. Okay, it is a Japanese word. Next, you have landslide. It's common natural disaster, and this is how the poaching it takes place. Poaching, Poaching. You can see this word here, poaching. Okay, so the horns of the rhinos are been poached. The animals have been poached. So what the government in Australia and Africa, what they are doing it, they are cutting the horn directly. Okay, so this is the pathetic situation of the animals here. So some animals are known for their heights, and the culprit is China. Okay, India, every year we celebrate January 1 as a new year, correct? But India will be worried. Why? They will check the Chinese calendar. Suppose if the China is celebrating that year as Tiger Year, that year as Tiger Year, so the demand for the tiger skin, tiger teeth, tiger claws, everything will increase. So what happens in India? We have more tigers. So in forest, what happens? Some people, tribal people, what they do? They kill this tiger and they will sell the skin. So Indian government is now they have to protect this tiger. So every year, what India does? They will check at China. Which year you are celebrating? Rhinos? Okay, so save rhinos. Okay, which year you are celebrating? Elephants? Okay, save elephant. Okay, like that. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay, so this is zebra, jaguar, all these animals. ठीक है? Claws. This is horn. This is all anti-poaching. Okay, let me see who answers this question. Which country in the world? Okay, just 5 minutes. Okay, which country in the world is named after the tusk of elephant? Which country in the world is named after the tusk of elephant? What is tusk? Yeah. Okay. Which country in the world is named after the tusk of an elephant? And it is one of the largest contributor in the United Nations peacekeeping force. Okay, check in Africa. Go to Africa map, quick. And you are going to tell me the capital. I'll tell the name of the country. You will tell me the capital. Ready? So, yeah, answer. Somalia. No, wrong. Okay, just check. Do you have Cote d'Ivory? Ivory Coast. Cote d'Ivory. Do you have it? मिला? कोट डी आइवरी मिला नहीं मिला? किधर है? बाकी लोगों को हेल्प करो. अर्थव इधर हेल्प करो, राइट साइड में. नाइजीरिया के नीचे. What happened, Vivek? Did you understand? You got it? Search. What is the capital, Vivek? Tell me. Cote d'Ivory capital. Tell me. Ivory Coast. What is the answer? And what is the country I am telling here? Ivory Coast. Okay, so ivory stands for what? The elephant tusk. समझ में आया? Okay, next. Which country in the world is called as land of white elephants? Yes. What is the answer? Thailand. Land of white elephant is Thailand. afcat question. afcat chota chota exam. Okay, next. Which country in the world is also known is famous for elephants? Only elephants. Hmm? Sri Lanka. Okay. Next. Which state in India is known for elephants? Famous for elephants. Which state in India is famous for elephants? Answer is Karnataka. ठीक है? Next. Okay, इधर देखो फटाक से जल्दी से खत्म कर देंगे. Some of these animals are tiger. Okay, poaching में. Then you have lion. Okay, then you have elephants. Okay, then you have deer, black buck. Okay, then crocodile. ठीक है? Next you have rhinoceros, snow leopard. Okay, next you have ostrich. ठीक है? Which is the fastest bird on this planet? On land, it is running. Okay, but if I ask you the fastest flying bird, then yeah. Okay. Next, what is this animal? Peacock. Okay. National parks, wildlife, and sanctuaries. We have this thing to protect. So, what is this animal here? Lion. Lion is gone. That slide is gone. Langur. What is this here? Langur. Yes. Okay. Which national park is famous for single horn rhinoceros in India? हाँ असम में किधर? Kaziranga National Park. Remember, write it down. Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga National Park. Next, which forest is famous for Asiatic lion? What is this? Giraffe. क्या ये animal? हाँ. Gir forest. What is this here? Gir forest. Okay. Next, look at this. Lakes, wetlands, creeks. ठीक है? Which animal has the lengthiest tongue? Yes. What is the answer? Giraffe. Next. Look at this hunting expedition going on. Then we have awareness program. So you might have done this kind of program in your life. Scouts and guides. Correct? School children awareness करते हैं, right? Okay. So this is a bird called as Great Indian Bustard. What is that? Great Indian Bustard is a bird, a very famous bird. So now government has Project Tiger to save tiger, Project Lion, Project Elephant to save elephant. Now the government is focusing on Project Bustard, okay, to save it. Next, look at this CITES. What is CITES meaning? Convention of International Trade of Endangered Species. You understand? See, now we have brought cheetahs from uh, what is that? Kuno, in Kuno National Park, right? So how a country is doing business with the animals? We have to sign these sites. Do you understand? From Sri Lanka, we have brought green anaconda in Mysore Zoo. Next time when you get a chance, go to Mysore Zoo, you will have a green anaconda that is from Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka asked for a black giraffe from India that is from Mysore. So we transferred it. Okay, so this is what is happening in the world. Next, have you heard seen a movie called as Life of Pi? कितने लोगों ने देखा है इमरान का ना वो, right? Okay, so what happens in that movie? इरफान इरफान है वो, हाँ. Okay, so in that movie, what happens? Animals are transferred. Okay, a zoo in Pondicherry. Okay, so remember, we have to be a signatory of this. That's the reason you cannot have tortoise in your home. Okay, कछुआ होता है ना, कछुआ घर पे नहीं रखते हैं. ठीक है. Next you have these are the bears, dolphins. Okay, cactus, corals. Yes, we have seen this in detail. Coral reefs, right? Orchids, aloe. Then you have deers. That's it. Finish. So natural vegetation chapter is over. So almost Indian geography is complete. Do you all understand? Chalo, fine. Can leave now, take a break.